You can go to the next slide. Okay. So Osha tax bracket, my example, right? Nyansafo's filing status is married. Nyansafo's adjusted gross income is 70,000. Or on the area fileable ninety, almost fat standard deduction, which is 29,200. And to show amortizable income is 40,800, right? Now, out of 40,800, the first 11,600 will be taxed at 10%. But then the next bracket, send you a share from 11,661 to 40 something thousand, will be charged at 12%. Into the remaining 29,000, tax was at 12%. Into total tax also 4,664. Sana tax in the tier. That's how they calculate the tax. So at any bracket, the difference in the bracket is what you get taxed on. Into tax are also mutia for income making of 70,000 or 4,664. But during the year, taxes paycheck muno 6,000. And to say sika no machi is more than what they actually have to pay based on their tax filing status, and then the standard deduction and the actual tax that they have to pay. In Tihanom, IRS ebe refund about 13,336. So, and it says way in a IRS be refunded akoma nyansafo or no and an area. So that's how the tax refund is calculated. Senka omoye nyansafo taxes no na yefan say omo calculated tax no was ABA 7,000. Then it means say omo deka. That means omo employer and omo enough taxes to cover their tax liability for the year. It's no it was omo to IRS 1,000. But someone who send we in it here. And this omo calculating tax.
We dey make sure no kakra ha. And they are quantum. You know, I'm say point now. More hitting a very very key. I'm say way. Near for questions. Next time be any in your time.
That's right.
Okay. Brother Mike.
Nana.
Minister questions you be brief.
Information you good, but now say you to me starting 20 time. I take here.
Also be.
Yeah.
It's my questions. Them run off.
Okay.
Say
possible. Cross next week you bet me I part 2. I think say it be in your back. It depends. Yeah. Then I hear that was
next week you bet part 2 program Biana.
And I don't make us say be very possible. You bet me at us. Yeah.
No problem.
Yo, Nana, it does. It's here for another for union. Omo explaining. Wow, bet me afraid the question number here 703-565-2360. 703-565-2360. Wow, bet me afraid. Omunyina also now we bisa omo. Minion Naomi baby will be a chair Sam and a Veronica. Munyina a chair mo. Nana, the menya chat nimni. The first one, say brother Danny. It can be about scholarship tax. The people say scholarship was also your tax on. And when you tax scholarship, that's when you know to be so explaining man how tax affect scholarship.
That's a very good question. But your scholarship no under normal circumstances no. Anke was here with your tax on. Maybe I am out tax scholarship for usually scholarship as given for a particular purpose. Sikano ye the mawa for tuition. Say fetua with school fees. Ghana your friend with school fees. Now Sikano ye the mawa say fact ebi mu ho munya sa Sikano for school fees na. No one kasa use Sikano. Omo ye the show musem say faculty your school fees ah. No wa use akoto laptop. Na nye laptop unti na ye di sa Sikano mawo. Ebi usu wo ho a school no need baby obeda. Until now, they acquire room and board. Now they acquire rented dine. Ebi musu wo has a scholarship na ya the master scholarship no. no omo dia kotwa omo nu nti sasika no ye di ma wo na say for tuition now one fan yeah and no na you don't or you did not say we failing to use the money for the designated purpose nti who for later say aban no be geo tax one nti I hope say as a trainer I mean it's better now. That's right.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's it. The next question about marriage. I say marrying so mostly the omo taxes no e catch omo menim how me can it say okay so you can English omo file omo worry ba omo file separate. What is the disadvantage? O can say no I'm say Mr. Obed I can say my filing separate and or disadvantage. They want to know what kind of disadvantage because most people, even though they are married, by advice almost filing separate to make more money.
Yeah. That's a good question. So filing status, is very circumstantial, right? Mostly, so file separator. There are a lot of credits for how unya, but so call tax advisor or no advisor say file separator. It means that make it if you make too much money, then most of the credits doesn't even matter to you, right? And he said normally say omo advisor say file separator. It means that make it and I'm file bomo. It won't give you the maximum your friend saying refund or the maximum tax benefits. Usually that's what happens. But say ebia nipa baku make iskapa na baku instead make iska. The best filing status will be married filing jointly because the tax bracket becomes larger for both of you when one makes a lot of money and the other doesn't make too much money. But some make a lot of money. Usually they will advise you to file separately because at that point, most of the credits will phase out until you wouldn't even get the credits anyways, right? Until that's when they advise you to file separately.
Mr. Wed, I'm going to answer or the follow-up question about was say quote unquote so you chrome for a bionuma omunya benefit any identity. That's the reason omoyesa. Is it advisable? Because the bionuma omoye together omunya sa benefits and also omunyan. That's why they do the separate.
Yeah, I mean, look, the whole thing is you listen to what your tax advisor will tell you, right? And America said filing status is very circumstantial. But the IRS try to, punish the people who file separately by not giving them some tax credits, right? But because of benefits of munyaninti, not maybe a tax benefit, but other benefits of munyaninti, they want to file separately so that they can keep that benefit because if you only look file, they won't qualify for some of the benefits. I understand that. But what I'm saying from a tax perspective, if you file separately, there are some tax creditor abiding ma unya. Maybe to say earned income credit, say if you file separately, you won't get it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I say make it earned income tax credit is one of the tax credit that benefits the people who don't make a lot of money, especially when you have children. That is one of the tax credit that benefits a lot of the people who don't make a lot of money. And it's a tax advice. I know advice someone file it separately. Usually, they are making too much money, or our benefits be like minimum what kind of benefit? Our benefit be if they make too much income, it will disqualify them from getting the benefits. And usually that's why tax advisors advise people to file separately. But say Baku make a lot of money, not Baku make a lot of money. Usually it's advisable to file together. But I also understand where the person is coming from.
Yeah. I think that this question.
They also say something got to give. Open benefit to Hanma, but we did for tax purposes.
Yeah.
Okay. It's when you say what the old PDP for you, but for tax reasons, So what I say, yeah.
The question
something got to give. Wouldn't me You can't have your cake and eat it.
Yes.
Yeah, AJ Mununa Hasu Egu.
Yeah.
And senior my brother Kayano. Thank you, brother Obed.
Masa Danny, question way. I think that this question for you, Mami Faka no I didn't one person will say two questions. Was say how do you find out say the first question, how do you find out say the oil taxes no or credible? Now the taxes are common. And two, how long and I say how many years and I'll bet me I go without filing tax since we will be able to with me could be a question be a year or two. Means when you have two questions now.
Thank you. And senior brother Obed Kayano for the first question. Oh yes, I think sir, and 1 hour cano. A bit more. I've seen people that they come, they are couples, but they also want to file separately because Baku or the cabe before more worry. Or handles the cabe like or the tax liability dosu. Nti ayɛ te sɛ adesua bi a ɔmo manage kakra nti sɛ ɔmo file saa tax na ɛbɛ sɛ bibi wɔ so ɔmo bɛnya a ɛbɛkɔ baako hɔ ɛna ebi mu so wɔ sɛ ɔmo nya saa sika all the issues surrounding it, that's why they file separately. Obi si wɔ hɔ a ɔwɔ scholarship bi a ɔnya income driven scholarship benefit nti saa scholarship ebi a benefit bi a ɔbɛnya no sɛ wo ɛni say na ɔtumi nya saa benefit no nti ɛnu saa no wo yɛ no separately a na yɛ te sɛ we can endorse into ubetimia I get some benefits. So those are some of the things, but there are a lot of nuances, like my brother explained. Now to the question as to whether how you find out whether your tax person is credible. One of the things usually you will be one for a start. So this will be catcher will say I'll maximize your when you come. I'll maximize your tax in like over promising from the get-go. Obi I will do this, From the get-go, who say Obi promise will be brain now promise. First of all, it's a red flag. Okay, and maybe be a year a buying. It is a Obi or catcher or maximize first of all, you have to start thinking, say, it's nipper way credible. That's what the first thing. The second thing is obi waha and your qualification. Okay, me CPA, but I have seen CPAs who don't really file taxes and understand the tax codes very well. So it has nothing to do with qualifications, ni big titles. Obi waha or title no by a jumano or starting and chair and ye. So I wouldn't say qualification, but most of the times the jumana no referrals. Okay, referrals here. One key thing I want to say is that nipa no more license to say be a road tax agent or say CPA. Now so you be wronger. Wait to me assume it can affect the license. No, the license is on the line. Into my example, Obana me falima una me who say fa we count. Me ankasa na me pamon for. I have people I don't want to file your taxes. Until you will determine my credibility. My license is at stake. I won't look at the small peanut ube mami or you pay my company to lose my entire life. Until me no me won't phobia or her me file po tax. But let me have a discussion say. So and yet it's also based on sometimes the overpromising. I need clients, I need this. Now if you are and all that. And no what happens since nipa filima now now and all of a sudden when you get the tax IRS tax letter now nipa can query most of the times fache me pa now I done in a chiaba obi fufu so when one filing the tax ni ye one yen say body shemu now anu dear now when near jipa or file abinya bebre empty sa so I was said per obia how do you know so you're credible my own chair was here bisa question who bisa no question I didn't we share I didn't know the way share we know I see a chair saying so to me break it down mau na say ebia untia say na say even as somebody I own your accountant and I be utimitia says oh we nanti no yes say waiting no yes say I believe say enunu bema wa atia say it's not about say you'll be kept in the dark. Okay, the other thing I want to make clear on this line is that the fact that me file tax amount does not mean say issues be bad. Me na yebe holding me responsible. I will not be held responsible unless say my be a big negligence on my part. But we have rules that govern when you are a paid preparer. For instance, your baby will say, so biba na be a file tax amount or say on my tight 200,000 amount on my tight 10,000. Me na me file tax amount no, I don't have right. Say bring evidence. Say tight 10,000. Or I will ask you, they say, but all your sure says say the IRS or the two ubenya bibia support ya na. That's all. And once I ask you that, nipa me was all documented. They are minu kaya, mabisa uboko, na ma documented. Assembly ba I can pull that documentation and say I asked. Ubisa nipa. Obi wo say, ebia enya ni ba when your incomes be on disclosing in amount as the one filing their taxes. Ubisa say, have you sent everything on disclosing? Assembly one letter, send letter no ma nipa no filing ma wono. Your best send the amount. So I want it to be known to all of us on the line. They said, so be filing mawa. You are still the one responsible for what has been filed for on your behalf. It is bisa questions. It is your own TS here. Bisa nipa say, identina we waha. Now making sure say you are working with the person filing for you. If Nipano is too busy, and now if you want to mean you have every right to go somewhere else to seek the advice of somebody who can help you. I believe, say, I've been able to kind of explain this question, Kakra.
Yeah. Nana, your questions, but the questions are many from Winnie. Got you just 2 minutes, but this question, the next person can answer. Or say, well, specifically every year, be your coach, me catch the taxes this year, me pay 5,000. The following year, be to me for 10,000. Nina, or your man up to now, unya problem here.
Okay, Kosuye.
Can I come in?
Kosuye, yeah.
Pacho,
yeah.
Catch it, say.
OT, to the one catch
it. Okay. Pacho, so Oko tax prepare what? And you know, catch and say, Opiska way. The woman, catch and say, Opiska way, you know, and he does everything to get you that money. I'm telling you that he's doing something wrong. Right. IRS in what they tell, I know just or returns near correct. IRS in what they tell, I know just or returns near correct. I'm use sample method to sample out the returns and audits. But trust me, so Omunya or the Tobacco, they can go back and audit you multiple years. And Omunya or the Tobacco, so 10 year returns, but could be on the flag. But Okwa. Men can't show tax preparer as Opiska say. Normally, no tax away to Yano, and also near share near the Udibina refund, unless a winner tax credits are qualify for. Usually, no ma a flag a tax credits now amount for a claim. I know they a flag pa so when you're eligible for the credits now claim one. IRS better watch your musica. In Timbacho, Oko tax preparer, men can't change open Sika say. And in your taxes to nebu and questions. Say refund be na wunya, but and say I didn't na minya sa refund no. Non church room. Say ne be albe say refund na wunya no a legitimate refund which is due you. Yes, I'll come catch and say on pay 10,000 mawa. Or be pay coin years so up pay 10,000 amount. But at the end of the day, no, ube to your penalty account, I say to your interest account, see all the tour. Zimpacho try and let them do the right thing. Yes, I'll come out trouble more there almost so on the PSS amount. And whoever does that, no, it's not credible.
Wow,
Nana, just yeah, do na yeah to us in the street now.
Wait, Mimi saw you brother Obed, ne brother Danny. Next week, we are available at Kibit me to us. Danny, you have catch us no what they might be.
Pacho, make it time. I'll try and make it time.
Yo, brother Obed, so
I can be available.
Yo, and next week you answer questions more.
And next week you more because text messages I mean you more pa. yɛntumi ankɔ mu ayi koraa yɛ time no
ɛno
so
kora
so
bɛtumi
ma
asate ntɛm kakra bɛtumi asate
aha
bia bɛyɛ 6:15 anaa biribi saa sorry 6:45 anaa
yeah
biribi saa
okay
say okay
ɛyɛ okay
wei
pa
deɛ
ɛnyɛ hwee ɛnyɛ ne saa aye
eti yɛsrɛ mo tax no woba no abɛka kyerɛ sɛ hɛ mame 15 a sɛ deɛ ɔkaeɛ no ɔbɛgye ama wo na wo ne yɛbɛtwerɛ wo ɛna the whole thing is yɛnte tax no ase yɛfi sɛ yɛnamafoɔ nte aseɛ ɔmufi sɛ ɛdeɛ wo sɛ wonyɛ sika anaasɛ wo sɛ ɛnyɛ saa na ɛteɛ ɛwɔ sɛ yɛte aseɛ paa nti na ɛkae tax ɛyɛ very complicated nti yɛhia cp yɛhia accountants ɛwɔ sɛ ɔmo kyerɛkyerɛ mu no obi tumi bɔ me deɛ ɛdan bi a mesi paa ɛdan a mehia 6,000 nti ɛdan ama me 6,000 ɔbɛfine way ma wo 6,000 no ba wo ne ɛbɛtwerɛ ɛwɔ sɛ ɔte aseɛ wo ne ɛbɛtwerɛ wo nyɛ sɛ sister wotua saa atua interest atua saa nneɛma nyinaa nti saa system no a de bia yɛde life nyɛ de akɔkɔku tax no so no ɛwɔ sɛ meyɛ reduce yɛma yɛfa life nyɛ nkuku tax no nko so saa na yɛtumi yɛ nea ɛbɛboa yɛn ama because sometimes ɛba afi woda koraa wo na afi wo nenam wei so na wokɔ wei so so nti next week yɛbɛtry sɛ yɛbɛtumi ayɛ wei nti wei deɛ yɛbɛtwa so ha next week ne yɛatoa biribiara so nti no ɛyɛ sɛ also PIA to make sure say you guys save wisely, spend wisely, save intentionally, and be generous. Brother Danny, Brother Dan, and Brother Obed. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you next week. Nyamishram Bibre.
Nyamishra was super. Bye bye.
Right.